Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm
Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday night. Happy November 1st. Happy day after Halloween. We're excited that you're here, and we're going to kick off this meeting in just a few minutes. But go ahead and look around and see who's missing from your teams. Shoot out some reminders. We'd like to get this call hopping and more people on so we can celebrate and plan and kick off November. So while we're waiting, we're going to play a game, and it's called Guess What's in My Shaker Cup. Now, we have some prizes and we're going to do some more giveaways at the end of the call, but we're going to start off tonight. I'm going to show you my shaker cup and you have to guess what flavor is in it. And the first person that I see that has a correct flavor in the comments wins a prize. You will win a shaker cup. So that's exciting. Hello to Audrey. Welcome. All right. So here we go. Go ahead and type in the comments in the chat what you think the flavor is. I just mixed it up and it's one of my favorites. And actually, I'm not going to give any more hints. So it's not True Passion, not Velvet Raz, not watermelon. No. Ooh. Some people are very close. I don't think I saw it yet though. I have not seen it. Okay, so you guys are getting close. Okay, Mango Dragon. Kate, you won. All right, so it is Mango Dragon Fruit. I think Kate Caruso is the first one who guessed it correctly. And go ahead and email simplefunketo@gmail.com and let them know that you want a shaker cup. Give them your address and they will send you a shaker cup. So that's exciting. But welcome everybody. Hopefully you guys were able to send out a few reminders. If you don't mind turning your camera on so I could see your beautiful smiling faces if you are in a position to do so. But let's kick this off. My name's Amber Horn. I live out in Oregon, although I am in Utah right now visiting kids and grandbabies. I am a mom of 6, grandma of 2 little girls, and we just found out we have a third grandchild coming, and it's going to be a boy. So we are going to have another little baby on the way in April, a little boy. So I'm excited about that. The purpose of this call really is to just get together and feel the community, feel our energy, and collaborate, celebrate what we did in October, and then kind of get some energy and momentum going to kick off November with a bang. So I'm excited about that. And I'm excited you're here. I feel your energy and I love seeing your smiley faces. So we have a lot that we're going to cover tonight. We're going to kick off with some celebrations from last month, some things that happened in October that we can celebrate and recognize. And then we've got some training. We're going to talk about some fun things that are upcoming for November. And also we are going to talk a little bit about the fact that our Monster Mash promo got extended for a few more days. Hopefully you all saw that. The double QV got extended. So we should be setting goals and reaching high and far because we have some advantages that we can kick off November with. So hopefully you guys have had a few minutes today to set some goals for you to accomplish in November, knowing that you are going to be getting double QV. So if you start with a little bit more volume than you normally do, you're going to be able to get a little bit further. So really take advantage of that these next few days, kick it in high gear and start reaching out to your friends and family and your prospects and let them know about the sale. Let them know that they can get ketones for the price that it's available right now, which is up to 31% off. So I've been drinking and sharing ketones now for 3 years. Before I started drinking ketones, I weighed 100 pounds more than I do now, and I was addicted to Monster Ultra, and I was really lacking self-confidence. I didn't know that I had self-worth. I was always guilty that I wasn't quite doing enough for my family, for my kids, and I struggled with a lot of mom guilt. And in the last 3 years since I've been drinking ketones, I've really been able to see my worth. And it's not really related to the weight that I've lost, even though I've lost a lot of weight. It's more about the things that I've gained. I've gained more energy. I've gained a better mood. I've gained my body feeling better. And I've really plugged into the layered learning program that we have here at Prove It. And I would like to encourage every single person. And if you're new on this call tonight, we have some really cool events that help you plug into who you are and really build your self-worth and confidence and step into your greatness. So if you are new on the call tonight, I would like to welcome you. If you've been part of the Prove It community for 3 months or less, go ahead and type a new in the chat and we would love to welcome you. Do we have anyone new on? MVP is the goal every month. That's right, Danica. New. Welcome, Christine. Welcome, Heather. Welcome, Courtney. Karina Moss, welcome. We're excited you guys are here. Yeah, go ahead and welcome all our new people in the chat. Kitty is new. Awesome. Okay, so we are going to kick off tonight with some celebration, and I'm going to turn a few minutes over to Nick Martinez, who is going to talk about what we did and we're going to celebrate.
Awesome. Well, hey guys, good to see everybody's faces. I see lots of faces on tonight. What's up, Sassy Shay? What's up, Kayla? How are you? Brittany. Oh my gosh, so much fun. Well, for those of you I haven't met yet, my name is Nick Martinez. I live out in Minnesota, where we got our first 4 inches of snow on October 30th. So yes, we were trick-or-treating last night with the kids in snow boots, snow pants, and gloves. And it was awesome because that's why we live in Minnesota, because you like cold. I've been drinking and sharing ketones for the last 8 years. Used to be a full-time airline pilot with Delta Connection, was introduced to this by a flight attendant. And after, I guess, a couple of years of doing this, I walked away from flying airplanes, and this is all we've been doing now for the last 6 years full-time. So I'm really excited to be on with you guys tonight. And I love these kickoff calls because if you haven't figured it out yet, we kind of run our business month to month. So everything in Prove It kind of rises and falls on the calendar. The beginning of the month, the end of the month. And right now we're in the beginning of November, which means that we just came off of an awesome October. And we have an opportunity to really set ourselves up for success into 2024. Because as I look into my crystal ball, I see more and more people that need ketones. I see more and more people that need an opportunity. And everybody is looking in so many different areas and so many different directions, and they just can't find it. Right? Just think of the last time you drove by a Starbucks drive-through or Caribou drive-through, and there's like 21 cars deep in line just waiting for the cup of coffee to make them feel just a little bit better. Or Amber talking about her Monster Ultra. Like, just think of all of those individuals who literally don't understand that if they just had a pack of ketones, their world could change. Then at the same time, as we go into the holidays, I've been talking with a lot of people that are just like, Nick, I got to wait until after Christmas. You know, my credit cards are maxed. I just don't have the funds. And this is something that literally can put money in people's pockets between now and Christmas and give them an opportunity. I mean, we're working with promoters right now who've just hit MVP 1, MVP 2, MVP 3, who are selling through all of their trials and literally putting in their pockets, you know, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 in the first couple of months. And that's what we have our hands on. Like, that's the opportunity. That's what we get to do. So I'm really excited tonight just to kind of talk through where we ended up in October, and then hopefully put together a little strategies for everybody on here to kind of catapult your business in November. So real quick, let's in the chat, if you hit a new rank for the first time, maybe, or even re-ranked, type in the chat what you hit. Or if you hadn't hit a rank for a long time and you just hit it, I would love to celebrate you guys and celebrate some wins. If you hit a new star, type that in. My pulse yesterday was blowing up, and it was just all of these rank up of somebody hitting rank 2 for the first time. Rank 2 star. What's up, Courtney? Congratulations. Dina hit rank 2. Congratulations. That's awesome. Heather hit rank 3. Donica, rank 5, 1-star. That's awesome. Jess Perry, rank 1, 3-star. Keep typing them in. And what's fun about this is our ranking system in Prove It is just designed to give you a benchmark of where you've hit in this business. Think of it as like your PR, right? I go to the gym. I go to this gym called Orange Theory Fitness, and we always do these what we call benchmarks, and it's designed to push you a little bit and see where you end up. So example would be like they do the mile run on the treadmill, and they say, all right, ready, set, go. And you run as fast as you can on the treadmill, feel like you're going to die. Hopefully you don't fall off, and then you get your time. And then you do it again like 6 months later, 6 months later. Well, in Prove It, we get to benchmark our business every single month. And there have been times where I absolutely smash it, right? And then I seem to get a little bit better every few months that we do it. And then all of a sudden there might be a time that we do it where I'm not feeling my best. I don't have the best energy, right? And I don't quite hit the same benchmark. So I share this because I want you to look at our ranks and Prove It as kind of just that, right? As the ability to PR every now and then. You have your personal best, set a new height. And then know that that's always like, that's where you're at. And you want to go beyond that, right? You want to get a little bit better. But just know that it's a benchmark. That's all it is. It doesn't define my ability to run that mile on a treadmill is not who I am as a person, right? I don't wear that as a badge. Hey, I did this mile on a treadmill. I do take pride in it, and I work hard for it, right? And I'm excited about it. And that's, I believe, a healthy way to look at our ranking system and to be excited about kind of what we're doing here. So for those of you who hit a new benchmark, congratulations. I believe that everyone on here has an opportunity to hit a new benchmark for the month of November, right? If you take what you did over the last 31 days and then double down on it for the month of November, you're going to see that needle start to move for a number of reasons. The fact that it's November, the fact that people are inside more, back on their phones more. They're not as distracted. And at the same time, we're going into a season where people are excited to purchase things, especially when they're on sale over this little holiday we like to call Black Friday. So it's setting up very, very nicely. The other thing, actually, before we move on to the next thing, I think I saw Heather Kammerer on here. Heather is a brand new promoter. She signed up back in September, and she just hit rank 3. And I thought it'd be fun just to hear a little bit from Heather about her experience and some things. So Heather, are you there? I can't see your face.
I am.
Oh, there. All right, there you are. Perfect. First off, tell us name, where you're from, and how long you've been a promoter and drinking ketones.
My name's Heather. I'm from Sundance, Wyoming, and I've been drinking ketones since the second weekend, or sharing them since the second week in September.
Awesome. And what do you like most so far about the product?
Probably the energy and the sleep.
That's good. What does that mean in your life? The sleep.
I just for a few months before then, was hardly sleeping at all. And now I am back to sleeping every night. So it's wonderful.
That's awesome. I love it. So congratulations first off on hitting rank 3. That's a huge milestone. And you've just been doing this for the last 6 weeks. So that's awesome as well. And I know you just hit MVP 3. So what's your secret? What have you been doing to get out of the gate fast, to be helping lots of people? And yeah, how have you hit rank 3 so quickly? What have you been doing?
Well, you kind of started it a few weeks ago when you were like, hey, let's shake up ketones. I'm going to challenge you to do this. And I was traveling that weekend. We were flying to 3 cities in 3 days. So literally every airport we got to, every FBO, every hotel, I was shaking up ketones for everybody. The night crew, the morning crew when we were leaving. Got a few that way. And ever since then, I brought that back. I've gone to the bank. I have to pay a bill at the city office. I have to pay a bill at the electric office. I'll bring in a bottle and a bunch of cups, and I'll, just shake them up for people. I actually had somebody order yesterday who was one of the employees at the post office. And that's from when I went in and shook them up there. One of the other ones who ordered yesterday was from when we were in Colorado, and I shook him up at lunch there. And then my husband is really great about telling all of his friends and everybody he sees. And so he had to go give an estimate on a job, and he actually told the guys there that he met with about them, and one of them called me yesterday and ordered also.
That's awesome. So, because I know people are probably thinking in the back of their heads, because I'm thinking the same thing. When you go into the post office and you bring cups and you shake up ketones, what does that actually look like? What are you doing? What are you saying?
Have you ever tried ketones? You know, and they're like, no, and they want to know more about them. And yeah, it's just, you know, a lot of people think they're going to taste bad. They're going to think they taste like every other powdered thing out there. And so a lot of them right away are like, yeah, I don't want them. And so if I have them already shook up and you want to try them, then they're like, oh yeah, yeah. And then they all of a sudden like, oh, these taste good. So they're like, okay, give me more information. Tell me more about them. Now I'm listening because they don't taste bad.
That's
So
awesome.
I get a lot of turn off right away because they don't even want any information because they're like, yep, I don't want to drink a powdered thing.
I love it. I love it. Well, you're bringing ketones to the people instead of waiting for the people to come to you. I mean, I'll say when Heather hit MVP 1, I'm like, that's great. She's got some friends and she was able to use some of the influence and credibility with her friends. And then she hit MVP 2 and I'm like, hey, this is cool. And then I've just watched as Heather has literally just been excited about them, and she is intentionally sharing ketones wherever she goes with whoever she can. So I love that. Thank you so much for sharing, Heather. Congratulations on your success so far, and I can't wait to see you at Epic.
Thank you.
Thanks for being on. I mean, like what I love about this story is if Heather can do it, you can do it, right? It doesn't take any special skill, doesn't take any special knowledge to bring a shaker cup and some cups into the post office. I mean, if you need to, get yourself a 10-cent envelope, write your mom's address on it, write her a little note that says, Mom, I love you, put a stamp on it, put your return address on it, and then go into the post office. Like, it just doesn't get any simpler than that. And what that, the reason that inspires me is because what I said in the beginning, which was people out there are looking for what we have. They just don't know about it, and they have not been introduced to it yet, or in a way that has attracted them to it, right? How do you create attraction? You have to have excitement, you have to have energy, and you have to have an intention of like something that you're sharing. Like, hey, you got to try this. You got to learn about this. And you have to not be afraid to interrupt their day a little bit in a positive way. Right, you're interrupting them by saying, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing." So, congrats. Heather mentioned she hit MVP, which is awesome, and I know many of you on here hit MVP, either the MVP or MVP multiplier. So if you did, please shout yourself out in the chat. Type what number maybe MVP it is for you. I'd love to know that. And let's give everybody a little bit of shout out for that. We're going to talk a little bit more about MVP, but this is something that we just run for all the time. So if you're brand new, you're running for MVP 1, then you get to do it again, then you get to do it again 3 times. And it's a $500 bonus each time. Then after that, it's multiplier, which is on the calendar month. And that's just multiplier. And it multiplies, it's $250 bonus every month. And then it multiplies every time you hit it 3 times in a row. It just goes up and up and up and up. And it's one of our most awesome bonuses. So look at all these. Sarah had a $2,500 month. It maxes at $2,500 in a month just for hitting multiplier. So like literally you get $250, and then the next, after like you've done it consecutively a lot, you'll get $2,500 in that actual check, which is really cool. Multiplier never missed, Mandy. I love it. 7 month in a row. Love it, Donica. $2,500 month for Lori. Congratulations. So that's a benchmark where we're going, what we're shooting for. The last one I want to talk about, and I'm going to put this individual on the spot, is Recruiting Roundtable. And Recruiting Roundtable is something that you get to by enrolling 5 new promoters in a month, right? And it's not a small feat. It's not something that's just easy to do. However, if you have a lot of conversations and you introduce a lot of people to the business, just like Heather has been excited to introduce people to the product and is shaking ketones up. And if you just flip your mindset, just a 90-degree shift or just a little shift to ask the question also, hey, do you want to share this with me? I'm looking for people to partner with. We don't have enough people in our area. Would you like to lock arms with me and share this? Hey, are you looking for extra cash before Christmas? If you start having those conversations, guess what happens? You start to have more people that are saying, hey, tell me more about this promoting thing. I want to learn about it. So this month we had Amber Horn, who hit Recruiting Roundtable. Either was it the first time, Amber? Yes, it was the first time, right? Or second time? Second time. And I think she was number 3, tied for number 2 in the entire company for most number of recruits. So that's huge, huge, huge. So Amber, if you had to give us 2 pieces of advice for those of us who are like, man, I need to get my name on that leaderboard next to Amber. What piece of advice would you give around how does somebody step up their recruiting game, or how do we go from maybe enrolling no promoters in a month to 1 or 2, or how from 1 in a month to 3 or 4?
Awesome. Thank you so much, Nick. Can you hear me okay? Will you give me a thumbs up? Okay. Sorry, guys, I don't have great service tonight, but yeah, for me, it was really a mindset shift and something that Nick kind of coached me through. I barely missed it the first month, and I kind of got down on myself and decided not to try, because if I wasn't trying, then I wasn't going to fail, right? And I'm a competitive person and really wanted to achieve this. I wanted to get on the leaderboard. I wanted to accomplish this. I wanted to grow. And it took several months of me not really trying to kind of get back in the game. And what changed for me really was the story that I was telling myself. I was telling myself the story that I can't get on Recruiting Roundtable. I can't recruit. I can't get more promoters. I'm trying my best. People just aren't interested in joining the business. That's the story I kept telling myself. And guess what I was getting? People weren't joining the business. I wasn't able to recruit. Things weren't happening for me. And I had to shift that story in my head and tell myself, I am an amazing recruiter. I am magnetic. I am amazing. I'm awesome. I'm great at recruiting. And I was telling Nick just yesterday, I was literally walking through Target, pushing my cart, and I was just thinking in my head, I'm so awesome. I'm magnetic. I can do this. I'm a recruiting magnet. This is amazing. And I literally recruited 9 promoters this last month, and I'm really excited to work with them. I'm really excited to build a business. I'm really excited to help more people be part of this company, because I honestly has gained so much from it, and I want that for other people. So I guess there's just one piece of advice, and that is change the story that you're telling yourself. If you can do that, you're going to start seeing different results. And I'm thankful for Nick and his coaching and my ability to really he said it 99 times, and I've told him this before, but it wasn't until he said it the 100th time that I finally got it. I finally understood that it was about the story I was telling myself. And as soon as I shifted that, and I honestly will revert back to telling myself that I can't do it, and I have to be aware of that and shift back to the direction of telling myself how awesome I am. And I've always avoided bragging, and I feel like I'm being boastful, but I really am not. I'm stepping into the person I was made to be. I'm stepping into my greatness. And I know that I want to be that person, but I have to tell myself that I already am that person. I already am amazing. I already am great. I'm already magnetic. I'm already a great recruiter. And that's really the difference for me.
I love it. I love it. I hear confidence, I hear certainty, and I hear knowing hey, this is going to work. I'm going to have these conversations. And honestly, it's no different than the confidence and certainty you just heard Heather share about sharing the product, right? She's excited about it. She's confident that they're going to love the taste of it and that they need ketones, and shakes it up. Now, Amber is just shifted from being lack and as far as in the mindset of promoters coming in, new people joining her team, to the opposite of oh yeah, everybody's looking for a side business. Everybody needs what we have. They want to be part of this amazing community. Look, they get to hang out with all these cool people on a Wednesday night. That is the shift. That's the energy that will create the new attraction. So I'm going to turn it over to Melissa James here. And Melissa and I were messaging the other day. She's one of the most consistent people that I know. I know there's a ton of consistent people on here, but I would say she's definitely one of the most consistent, especially when it comes to hitting multiplier. And because we're kind of on this multiplier theme, Lori's going to come on and just share some tips and ideas around setting goals for yourself and intentions. But Melissa's never missed it from the day that she started hitting it. I don't know, what month is this for you, Melissa?
This will be 41 for November, Nick.
41 months of hitting multiplier and never missing. Like, just think of the consistency. That's almost 4 years of doing this consistently and creating a consistent stream of income for her life, right? And at the same time, think of all the people that she's impacted as a result. So I think everybody in the back of their head, Melissa's probably wondering, all right, how, like, does she have some massive internet following? How does she do this? What's her secret? So I'd love for you to share.
So hello, everybody. For those of you who I don't know, I'm Melissa James. I live in New Jersey. I've been drinking Sharing Ketones for 3.5 years now. I am a professional dog trainer. I don't have a super massive following. I just am very loud and obnoxious. So my 3 tips, because there's no magic to this, I swear and I promise you. Number 1, biggest thing, don't shut up. Never shut up. I talk to ketones. I talk about ketones to everywhere, to everyone. I stalk people in the keto aisle in the grocery store. I talk to people out at my dentist's office. I wear the swag. I go to dog training clients in the swag. I talk to people on the street. I was on vacation in Punta Cana last week, shaking ketones up in front of people, wearing a Prove It wrap and Prove It tank tops. And people were going, let's drink ketones. And samples went out. So when I tell you I don't shut up about this, it is daily. And I cannot stress consistency about talking about it every single day enough, whether you're out and about in your stories or posting on your wall. There's always going to be something. My second big tip, and this works really well for me, I pre-frame my month. So I end my month with tons and tons of trials to get them in people's hands to try them, so that they want to order in the next following month. And what that does is it also helps create like a wave, because if they're ordering in the beginning of the month, at the following month, when their Smart Ship rolls over, that adds new volume for that next new month as well, because their first Smart Ships count. So my end of month is always big trial pushes, because I want people drinking them so that I can enroll brand new people in the beginning of the month. And I think one of the really big things too is that when you're enrolling people in the beginning of the month, like, you just tend to stay on fire. You're like, oh, good, I've got 1, I've got 2, I've got 3. And then that leads me to the next third tip. And I cannot stress this enough. More than consistency, when you have people in their first week of drinking ketones, I am super in touch with those people. And I am always asking them in their first week, when they're feeling amazing, who else can we help? If you have the ability to incentivize, doesn't matter whether it's 1 packet free or something you're going to enter them in a raffle for later. I always talk to them, ask them who we can help, and start enrolling people underneath of them. If you've been here a while, obviously you remember U+2. Now we have the $20 off coupons. And that's incentivizing for them as far as getting their points and earning discounts. But I always tell them, I'll have a special flavor if, your sister signs up or your cousin signs up, and I'll shoot you out a package, or the next new flavor that comes out, I'll send you out one. But building that volume underneath your customers not only helps their longevity, but helps continue to build the ripple. So there's no secret sauce. There's no magic. I'm just relentless and obnoxious and loud about ketones. Nick knows I'm sole goal is to stand up there with him the end of the month, end of the year, name up to Papito. So that's it. That's my whole goal in life, is to just make sure I'm up there with Nick Martinez so I can annoy him on stage.
There you go. I love
Helping
it.
and sharing with all of those people just creates such an incredible ripple. And you just have to remember how many more people we can help when you're not just helping one customer. So
I love it. Introduce this to the friends of your customers. Why go find 5 new strangers when you can talk to your friend who has 5 friends who they can be the warm introduction to, right? Referrals, they're amazing. Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, Melissa. The next person I want to hear from, just as we continue down this subject of MVP and MVP multiplier, is Lori Hart. And Lori Hart also has mastered the art of just consistently hitting it, never misses it. She does it earlier and earlier and earlier every single month. And now she's helping tons of people do the same thing. So Lori, would love to hear what tips and ideas you have for us tonight.
Awesome. Thanks, Aunt Mel. That was awesome. I love that verbiage, first of all. Who else can we help? That's number one, right? Who else can we help? Super simple. But anyways, Lori Hart here for those who don't know me. I've been sharing and drinking ketones for 2.9 years. I love it. So what I would suggest, first of all, you guys, like Melissa said, there's no secret sauce. What is your goal, right? Do you have the goal? Raise your hand if you want to hit MVP multiplier. I want to see who wants to hit it. Who can I see on the screen? Everybody? Woohoo! Nick, you want to hit it? Who wants to hit it? When do you want to hit it by? Type in the comments the date. That's what I want to see. I want to see the date. What day of this month do you want to, the 15th, 15th, 13th? Awesome. Type it in. Okay, I'm going to give you my secret. My secret was when I first started, right? It's the truth. There's no secret sauce. It's all about conversations, having conversations with new people all the time. When I first started here, I thought it was such a big goal and it was going to be super hard because if you think about 25 boxes of ketones, that's a lot, right? You think to sell in a month. But remember, you guys, one promoter pack can cover 12 of them. And it doesn't have to be 25 boxes. It's the BV of that much. It's the volume of that much, right? It can be 7 fall bundles. That can also get you to multiplier. So think about that. There are many ways to get to multiplier. So decide in your head that you're going to hit it first, the date you're going to hit it by. Start your conversations around the goal, right? Who do you know that wants to join you in business? Who do you know that might want to take off some fats? Start the conversations with those people first. And when I first started, I would tell Nick, my whole house knows that if I don't hit multiplier by the 29th of the month, we don't go anywhere. I don't leave my house. I don't leave my desk till I start enough conversations to make sure it happens. And like he said, as the time went on, and Melissa was just explaining how we can compress time frames, I've been able to hit it earlier and earlier and earlier, only because I've had new conversations. Okay. So that's the thing. All you have to do is say, I'm going to do it. Here's when I'm going to do it, and start the conversations. Can we all do that this month? Yes. Awesome. You guys give yourself a high five. Woo! You got this. You got this. All right. Woo. In the morning, we give each other a wave. Do one of these for me. This is what we do at Fenway Park. If you're all coming to Boston, give me one of these. This is my morning crew. Awesome. You guys got this. All right. Just say it and do it. That's
Love it.
No
if you're
secret.
coming to if you're coming to the Playbook in Boston, type coming so I know who's going to be there with me. I know we have quite a crew coming out there. That's our next actual smaller event. And then of course we have Epic. If you're coming to Epic, type Epic in the comments. I know we have a ton. I think 100 or 200 people coming to Epic. It's going to be amazing. So there's still time. I heard there is still another day to register tickets. So if you need a ticket, reach out to whoever you're working with. Let's get you there. But I'm going to thank you so much for that, Lori and Melissa. And I'm going to turn the call back over to Amber.
All right. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, Lori. Thank you, Nick. How's this, Lori? Do I got it? Is this like a Boston thing? I don't even know, but I'm excited. I'm pumped. Multiplier is definitely at the top of my list every single month. I think I've hit it 37 months in a row now since I joined, and it's just not an option not to hit it. And like Lori, I will push and push and push, and that's like my main goal every single month. For example, today was perfect because I could reach out to people and let them know that the sale was extended and apologize if they missed the deadline, and let them know that they can still get a great discount on ketones. And that led to a lot of new conversations. So if you haven't done that yet, that's a great way to reach back out to people who didn't purchase on the sale. They can still purchase and get that price. And that will be new volume for you and help you get to multiplier. So let's talk about some other tools that we have. Nick, am I okay on my service or am I spotty? I'm okay. Okay. You guys are all freezing up. I am at my son's in Utah and I don't know anything about his Wi-Fi. But we have some other things going on this month that's going to help you have new conversations, and it's going to help you hit multiplier. And we have Ashley on, who is going to talk a little bit about our fat loss masterclass, how you can utilize the class to start new conversations, to invite people. And she's got some great tools and tricks for us. And then we're going to end the call with some more giveaways. So stick around. You don't want to miss out. We've got some more shaker cups to give out. So I'll turn a few minutes over to Ashley.
Hi, everyone. So my name's Ashley Riddle. If I haven't met you yet, I've been drinking and sharing ketones for 7 years in February. And I live outside of Houston, Texas. I'm the mom of 2 boys, 16, 17, and then a 25-year-old girl. So I love this, and I invited Mandy on. Well, I didn't invite her. She's like, unmute yourself, Mandy. You may have seen Mandy in our tool called Fat Loss Masterclass. Type a me in the comments if you know what I'm talking about with the Fat Loss Masterclass on Facebook. Let's see who all knows what we're talking about first. All right. If you are not using this tool, I really want to encourage you to do so. It is Fat Loss Masterclass. It started November 1st. And you still have time to invite people. The thing that I love the most about these groups is that it is third-party validation. It's not just you, not that there's anything wrong with you, but it's not just you talking to someone. They get to see all different walks of life. They get to hear from different people. They'll get to hear like Lori's story, Amber's story, Nick's story, Mandy's story, all these different people and stories that are different from you. So it's not, whenever you're just talking to someone individually, it's kind of like a one size fits all, right? So that's what I love about this group, is that you're able to bring people into it and they get to hear from many different people how ketones are working for them. They get access to meal plans, workout plans, grocery lists, like daily motivation, everything you can imagine in this group. And Mandy, can you unmute?
Hey.
I would love for you to share with everyone some of your favorite things about the Fat Loss Masterclass and how we're using it and how it has helped build your business.
Yeah, I absolutely love the Fat Loss Masterclass because it is, like you said, a great way to, and an added value to our customers, and to ensure our customers are engaged as well as getting results, right? Like for me, I've been in this business for 7 years, and sometimes people go into the Prove It Protection program, not only just as promoters, but as customers. And what this does is allows people to come in every single day and get coached by myself and a couple other people, hear the stories, and really just be inspired to just show up for themselves and develop healthy habits. And what we're also showing them is that they don't have to do the crazy keto diet. They can just drink their ketones and develop these habits in order to get results for themselves, and show them and kind of break that brainwashing conditioning of the diet culture, and just show them nutrition, movement, self-care, sleep, hydration, and mindset, and intermittent fasting are all just pillars of health that we can just educate them on. So every single day we have a topic that somebody will train on, as well as Nick's amazing pillars of videos that we have access to. And those people that are coming in new, they actually have a month's worth of content in the group from last month that they're able to access as well. So they can come in and just kind of search, sorry, doggo. Hey, Bonnie. They can come in and search for topics or things like that, or we can guide them in something that maybe that you guys have been having conversations with that they're struggling with, if it's their mindset, or they need to move more, or need to see an inspiration, or addicted to Monster Energy drinks like Amber or whatever. Bonnie, come here. That is something that we can use just as an added value. Also, the other thing that they get every single day is a post to post on their social media. So it's a fill in the blank post giving feedback about what they're doing in the masterclass that day. So let's just say they're doing movement. So we can do a fill in the blank post that says something like, today in the Fat Loss Masterclass, I just learned about movement, and my biggest takeaway, fill in the blank, was. And what this does is it allows them to go on Facebook and post their post, but it shows them how easy it is to promote, because that's what we're doing every single day as promoters. So it opens the conversation once people are commenting, and once they do it every single day, that we're able to be like, hey, Sarah, guess what? Like, you have all these people who are interested in doing what you're doing. Have you ever thought about becoming a promoter? So it just opens that conversation a lot easier. And then it just gets them into activity that we should be doing anyway. So I hope that was helpful for y'all.
Yeah, it was super helpful. And thank you for everything you've done for the group and all of the little committees that you've organized to help post it in it. I was just scrolling through the group a second ago and I'm like, there's Amy Dove, there's Amber Horn, there's all these different Christina Martinez, like all these great people that you get to hear from, giving you success tips on how to drink ketones and maximize your fat loss. So I would definitely use that as a tool for this upcoming month, and it's not too late to invite. So back to you, Amber.
All right, I think Amber's internet is glitching out
Sketchy?
on her.
Oh.
So it's back to me.
Back to you, Nick.
All right. Well, hey, so that group, I'm excited that we have it. Think of it as a resource and as a tool. We all get to create traction in attraction in any way that we want. That's the beauty of what we do, right? This isn't a one size fits all business. I'm not going to enroll 10 people and tell them they all have to do it in this one certain way. But if we're enrolling customers, we want to make sure they're supported. If we're enrolling customers, we want to make sure they get the best experience possible and the longest lasting results so that they know how to drink our products. They're excited about our products, and then they're seeing transformation in their own lives. So the purpose of this group, number one, is to support our community at large, to make sure that people are smashing their goals before the holidays, before New Year's, and so that come New Year's, they already have a transformation story to tell 10 friends about so that they can invite them as well. This is like the glue that makes ketones work that much better, because people will get great results for the first 30, 60, 90 days. And at some point, if they really want transformation, they do have to just dial in their lifestyle a little bit and keep drinking their products and understand kind of what they're doing and why. So that's the reasoning behind putting the group together. But a couple of the neat kind of added benefits that I see with this are it creates the ability to create new attraction. If you had a fat loss masterclass that you were offering, like that's a value add. In fact, most companies, there's companies out there right now that are doing, there's a company that did $80 million last year. They're only like 3 or 4 years old. And all they sold was information on how to intermittent fast and how to eat and how to move. Like literally. And they have people signing up by the thousands. And the interesting thing is the information inside of this group is it's not any less valuable than the information that they're selling. It's the same, if not better. Right. So they're selling this product or this course for $200 for 6 weeks. And then after that, it's like $100 a month. Right. Just for the information. That doesn't include supplements. It doesn't include food, doesn't include anything. It's just the idea. So sometimes we take for granted the amount of resources that we all have at our fingertips. And I'm telling you, the information in there is just like, it's world class. Like I can guarantee that if somebody follows those 5 pillars that are in there, if they drink ketones, if they do the IPAS, if they do the reboot, they're going to see a transformation. So from a marketing standpoint, I get to say, in fact, I'm probably going to put this on my wall tonight is, oh my goodness, we just opened up second enrollment for our fat loss masterclass. Who wants details on joining me? And my only requirement for them to purchase or to join, you can create whatever requirement you want. Remember, you're the marketer, is that they purchase ketones, right? If they're already a ketone customer of mine, I'm like, awesome. Here's the link. Because you just bought ketones, you get free access. Right? If they haven't ordered for 6 months, I'm probably going to say, hey, I need you to have ketones because you're not going to get as much like a success out of this unless you have that. That's our secret sauce. So let's grab you some and then let me get you into the group. And I'm using it to create new attraction, whether it's talking to somebody that hasn't tried ketones, but I had conversations with them, or I'm using it as I'm so excited to kick off my second month in our fat loss masterclass. Love the transformation I'm seeing, right? If that's your experience, just start sharing your story and utilize this as a tool. So thank you so much for that. Ladies, I am excited, and these guys are putting some really good, they're putting a lot of time, energy, and effort behind the scenes. And I know there's a whole crew of people that's doing it. So kudos to you guys. Shout out. Appreciate all the effort. Amber, let's see. Are you able to, yes, look at that. Amber, while we've been talking, has been writing your guys' names so that we can draw for prizes. How exciting is that? So you can come off mute, Amber, I think, maybe, or maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll give it a try. Thanks, Nick. All right, so I've already drawn one name out. I think we're going to do 3. Nick has some shaker cups. And what you need to do if you are a winner of the shaker cup, go ahead and email simplefunketo@gmail.com. If someone could type that in the chat, that would be super helpful. And then just let them know that you want a shaker cup on tonight's call. So I'm going to draw out 3 names. Here we go. First name is Christina Martinez Williams. That one's going to be really hard to find, right, Nick? I love it. Congratulations, Christina. Number 2, Joy Luhan. I know I'm saying that incorrectly, but I do know it's Joy. Congratulations. And Joy is always a winner. I love to pick her name out of the hat. Last one. Karina Moss, you are our 3rd winner. Congratulations.
I love it. All right, guys. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. I hope you have an incredible November. If I'm going to see you in Boston, I can't wait to see you. Hopefully the rest of y'all, I'll see you at Epic, if not before then. And have a great night. We'll talk to you guys soon.